few potatoes there, big one's an onion. What's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are the stumps that I couldn't get out down here. The ones you hit with a sledgehammer and you kick them first just to see, and then that doesn't work, so you hit them with a sledgehammer and still nothing. So I'm burning the bastards. Yeah, might need a little bit more wood on this. I'll tell you what, I'm so lucky, that's the point there. I'm so lucky that I can come up there, and I've had a bunch of smaller stuff that I cut there that I said, oh, I'll use all the stuff close to the house first. This stuff hasn't been on the ground, it's been in the tree that was collapsed and leaning against the other one when I chainsawed it and then sort of ran out of fuel or whatever and thought it was going to fall forwards in the wind and it fell backwards. We pulled that down using some chains and a tractor, and as it hit the ground, oh, there's a lot of smaller stuff about as thick as my wrist that went everywhere, and I sliced it all up with a cordless circular saw. And it was a flaming good idea. It's the first day in quite a few days where it's not raining and it's not really blowing hard because we've had a hell of a lot of wind, equinox wind, changing in the season because spring's coming. So I thought we'd light it up, and I sort of wasn't really prepared, so we're lucky we had all of that there, because yeah, I spent a lot of time marching up and down getting that wood, and I'm probably going to throw a bit more on this stuff in a minute, so I've got to march up and down, get a bit more. And some of this stump it's like from here to here, it's like a foot wide or more, and they're flaming hard to get to burn when they're just that big, so you got to keep throwing more stuff on, but you can't go throwing on small stuff because you'll be replacing it all again in another 5 minutes, so not exactly 5 minutes, but you get what I mean. But anyway, kicked out a lot of different stumps along here. There's still a few here and there. There's some that you think you got, and then you find this little green banger sitting up there with little leaves, and you think, you bugger. So I sprayed a whole bunch, and then I still missed some that I've since found, and I've got to spray some more. So, but yeah, some of those I'll just go, they're only small, they're little tiny, usually in only little things like this. But here's a good example here, a little one here hidden by the tree. You get it out with secateurs, you throw it on another heap, and off you go again. And there was one sort of tangled up in a peppercorn tree where we sort of got the bulk of them, but then we still had just little ones in the bottom of this one here. So I've got a bunch of sticks there that I've got to deal with. But yeah, some of these things, oh well, I could leave it for another year or two. Hang on, they've been here for 5 years. If the roots hadn't rotted, they're probably shielded by a rock and it doesn't get moist enough for them to rot. So there's another one there, a couple further there, another one further along. One here. Anyway, we got a few already along the top here. That's the agave over there. But anyway, we're sort of winding her all up slowly but surely. We've got a few that are up the top that are real sods and quite large. So that one there, and there's a couple, there's another one over there. Going to pull those out with the tractor. They're just, yeah, it's easier just to yank them out with the tractor, put them in a wheelbarrow and take them to the big bonfire heap that I have every year. Oh, but anyway, Where's your out a bit? Up, down, because it's all so damn steep, as you can see, and covered in rocks, and you know, you almost got to walk a certain way so you don't slip over a rock, because they're all bloody loose rubbish all the time, you know. You sort of develop a style of walking to handle with the ground shifting under your feet. So, yeah, anyway.